Hi, I'm Alix Paultre with Embedded Computing Design, and I'm here at the Embedded World Show in Nuremberg, Germany, and we're at booth 4A, right? 3A.
401. 3A 401.
So we're at 3A 401 at the Octavo systems. The reason I wanted to get the booth number is we're actually going to have this video up during the show, so people might actually want to be able to come by.
Fantastic, thank you. Yeah, we have plenty of people here to help answer any questions that anybody would have.
Very cool. Now, well, I mean, we've talked in the past before, and you're always having some very interesting things going on. So, but what has happened since what's happened this year? Let's put it this way, because they don't know necessarily when we last talked, but there have been things happening. So what's happened in the last year?
Right, so at Octavo, we basically do system and package. So our goal is to make systems, building embedded systems as easy as possible through integration through system and package technology. So the couple things that have really happened since the last time we spoke is, one, we've announced a product that we're calling the complete system and package. So what that does is it basically has your Cortex A8 microprocessor, DDR memory, power management, oscillators, eMMC, passes, basically everything you would need for an actual embedded system running Linux, all integrated into a single device. So what that means is basically we have a demo over here. So this is the chip right here. And basically we flipped it over, and without a PCB, so we just basically dead-bugged it, hooked up some blue wires and stuff, and we have Linux full-on running. So this is just a simple demo, obviously just oscillating some lights, but we've got it plugged into our PC over here, so we're actually connected to it through a web browser and everything where we can come in and program it. So again, this is just really exciting because it really culminates our vision of system integration, right? You really have an entire system in a single package. So that was one thing. We kind of released that towards the end of last year. The new thing that we've just announced at the show today, or actually yesterday we just announced it, is a new partnership with ST Microelectronics. So they just announced a new microprocessor, really their first mass market microprocessor in the market. And what we've done is we've done this same sort of integration for them. So basically making it really easy for their existing customer base to move from microcontrollers, which is where ST has really established themselves as the industry, as an expert in the industry, and allowing them to easily go and start implementing Linux-based systems without any of the complexity that typically comes along with it. So without having to do DDR routing, PMIC, power management, all that kind of stuff. So to them, it looks like the microcontroller that they're used to working with, but now you get all of the added benefits of a full Linux computer.
Very nice. Now, I mean, Greg, when you think about it, there are a lot of application spaces that could benefit from this. Are there any specific application spaces that you see as especially promising?
Yeah, so the really edge computing, IoT is all the rage, but really where we've seen these is really those kind of aggregators. So we've got basically two product lines here, one with Texas Instruments AM3358, and then the one we just announced with ST. And really we see that TI device really fitting into, again, this aggregator, so where you have a bunch of sensor nodes all talking back, integrating the data, and then putting it back up into the cloud, or making some local decisions and sending it back out. The ST device, we're seeing it kind of a little bit further down, so kind of at the initial sensor aggregators and things like that. But again, they're both very versatile systems, can really be used in any type of application. They both run, kind of standard open source or Linux. It's all out there. So really, whatever you want to do with it, you can. The world is your oyster, kind of.
Well, I mean, and actually, that's what you want, right? I mean, that's what our audience is always trying to get their hands on. And we're almost at an age now of what I like to hate to think of as hardware agnosticism if I'm an end-level developer, right? Because if I'm just basically sorting from modules and I'm building it from kits and the like, theoretically I don't have to really choose any single vendor because I can find a microcontroller from XYZ company, I can find the parts.
Right.
What would be your answer to that? Because I mean, there's a lot of mix and match stuff going on out there.
Yeah, so again, our core competency is system and package. It's integration. And really we believe that this level of integration can be valuable to anybody in the chain no matter where they're going for. So, our technology and our solution is kind of agnostic from the processors. Right now we started with Texas Instruments and we now have our partnership with ST Microelectronics. So now we're giving people the option of, hey, which one works better for you, TI or ST? Our plan is to continue to expand that to other vendors so that way anybody, no matter what your solution is, whatever you're trying to do, we can provide a nice integrated system for you and take out some of this tedious stuff that doesn't add a lot of value to your product at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, DDR just needs to work. Power management just needs to work. They don't really differentiate your product. And that's the stuff that we're trying to do. We're trying to integrate that. That way you can focus on your product and what makes you different from your competition and adds value to your customers. So again, our core technology and our core competency is really that. So we are trying to expand that as broad as we can.
Well, and I admire your passion, Greg, because I mean, you're really on top of it also. Where can people get more information? What's your URL?
Yeah, so it's octavosystems.com, and come there. We've got all of the information on these. We've got data sheets, we've got symbols, open source reference design libraries, a bunch of tutorials, so really everything you need to get started with a design. There's also all of our contact information as well as local sales contacts for the US and Europe. So there's plenty of ways for you to get information and get in touch with us.
Very cool. So thank you so much for taking the time to be with me today. I know this is a busy show, and I'm really glad.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you stopping by, and hope your audience enjoys what we've got.